Right, this is the general forecast for the week of 15th September 2015, and this is for all the star signs. Guidance card for the week of 15th September 2015. There we go. Right, we start off our week, all of us, going with the flow. So next week we're all going to sort of feel in sync with what is happening, which is great. Can't complain about that. So somehow we're settling into the energies that are happening. There doesn't seem to be anything too contradictory to start the week with, and the energies are in sync with how we're feeling and what we are doing. Our challenge is going to be to give some time and thought to where it is we are in our lives. We need to take a bit of a sit down and have a good look at what it is we're doing, where we're headed. Are we happy with what we're doing and where we're headed? This is not a judgment-based thing to do. It's sort of taking stock of where we are and what we are doing. Are you happy? Good question to ask yourself. Later in the week, you are going to feel protected, which is nothing to complain about. Something or somebody will arise which will make you feel secure. Given the type of energies that have been around lately and the fact that there are 2 eclipses in this month, that's actually a lovely energy to feel. So something is going to make you feel nurtured, comforted, and safe later in the week, sort of towards the end of the week. More towards the beginning of this week, there will be the necessity to give in, not to give in to temptation. So, nasty little man in this card, he really does show what temptation can look like. No? So, that is probably why one has to have a bit of a sit down and think about what's going on, so that you can take stock of where it is that you're headed, so that you don't head off and do something which you may later regret. That's maybe more what this card is about than anything else, not to do something which you may later regret. Okay. The next step to be rather wait. So that's perhaps what this is about. Don't be tempted to rush into something because you're looking for something that you want, or you're waiting for something, so you're going to rush the process. Rather sit back and wait. It's not quite the time. It's just about there, but not quite the time. That is probably what that card was about as well, about taking stock. So there is something you want. You're on the path to getting it. That card at the beginning of the week when you're in with the flow shows that. But don't rush it. Rather wait. It's almost time, but it's not quite time yet. And this card also has a bird on it with a little message. So you may actually have received a message which makes you feel as if you want to push or need to push or rush the situation. This card is saying, don't. Waiting is almost over, but not quite. The outcome is going to be you will receive help. So despite the fact that you feel you need to be the one in the driver's seat making everything happen, you're going to receive outside help. So that's probably what this waiting is for. That outside help is coming, but the timing has to be correct, and you need to acknowledge the fact that outside help, whatever that form that comes in, is still coming to you a little bit later in the week, towards the end of the week. Wait for that. Don't give in to the temptation to rush things. Okay? And your guidance is breathe. So breathe. Don't get all caught up in expectations and instant gratification. Take a deep breath and know that things are working in good time. Rather than rushing around trying to get things done now because you want it now, take time to sit under a tree somewhere and take a nice deep breath and breathe in all that energy that's available out there. Okay. So that is your general forecast reading for the week of 15 September 2015. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching and listening.